Yeah.
Testing. Testing. Welcome to Rusk ISD. Testing 1, 2. Set both of those, make them about the same. Testing. Hey, Rob, we need that mic. Yeah, we need the stand. Testing.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I used to think maybe you love me. Now, baby, I'm sure.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get off. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out and losing our control. Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Smash it. Like oh my God. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup. Drink. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Move it, move it. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it. Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, 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 rock. Easy come, easy go. Now we on top, feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop. Round and round, up and down, around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us, you know what we say. Party every day, party every day, and I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab us in the bucket, can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one picking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like The wind in my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. Oh, Valley boy, plus Maybach. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling. Yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
The mountains top, walk on water. I got power, feel so royal. 1 second, I'ma strike for you. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. That adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitch's mile. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd full of melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling. Yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
Gotta love the life that we live in.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. I get a good feeling, yeah.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on.
And if you want it inside your soul,
Just open up your heart, let music take control.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling, yeah. So keep dancing. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't stop the. I can't stop the. I can't stop the. I can't stop the. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Everybody say. Oh, I can't stop the feeling. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I used to think maybe you love me. Now, baby, I'm sure.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out and losing our control.
Fill up my cup. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rock it. Don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me, crabs in the bucket can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one picking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed. fed like I won. Talk like the wind in my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. Oh, Valley boy, plus Maybach. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
The mountains high, walk on water. I got power, feel so royal. 1 second, I'ma strike for you. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. That adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitch's mile. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd full of melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
Gotta love the life that we live in.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on.
And if you want it inside your soul,
Just open up your heart, let music take control.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I used to think maybe you love me. Now, baby, I'm sure.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's kick it off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out and losing all control.
Fill up my cup. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my God.
Like oh my God.
Jump out that sofa.
Come on.
Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town.
Paint the town.
We'll shut it down.
Shut it down.
Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rockin', don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me, crabs in the bucket can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like the
a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
The mountains high, walk on water. I got power, feel so royal. 1 second, I'ma strike for you. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. That adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitch's mouth. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd full of melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
Gotta love the life that we live in.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
about tomorrow like we think about now. Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on.
And if you want it inside your soul,
Just open up your heart, let music take control.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. There ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I used to think maybe you love me. Now, baby, I'm
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna
Good evening, friends and family of the 2020 Rusk High School graduating class. Yes. We will start in just a couple of minutes. I have no idea. Let me try it like this. At this time, if everyone would silence all cell phones, we will get the students in position and start. When you don't get to practice, apparently you have some issues. Talk fast, it still drags. All right, we're gonna try to speed things along. We're gonna stand by 1 minute. Check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. All right. I think this will be better. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Rusk High School Commencement and Exercises for the class of 2020. My name is Ronnie Snow, and I've been honored to serve as the principal of Rusk High School this year. We're here to celebrate a milestone in these students' lives, and we thank you for being here with us. In order for everyone to enjoy these students' graduation, we ask you to be respectful of those around you. We ask that you remain seated during the graduation ceremony, and that you please do not exit the stadium until you are escorted out to comply with the guidance from the Texas Education Agency. Also in compliance with these guidelines, no one will be allowed on the field when the ceremonies are complete. At this time, we would like to begin our celebration. Let's get these graduates on the field. With the class of 2020, please take your place. At this time, I would like to recognize a few members of our audience. Behind me, I have our Superintendent of Schools, Gray Burton, School Board President, Britt Patterson, School Board Vice President, Tracy Session, School Board President, Martin Pepin, Secretary, School Board members, David Fulton, Monty Sunday, Teresa Pfeiffer, and Jake Ocker. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our fifth-ranking graduate, Haley Hancock, who will deliver our invocation. Please rise and remain standing for the national anthem that will follow.
Please join me in a word of prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful day of celebration. As we leave here today, I ask that you take us in your almighty hands and guide us in the years to come. As we seek to chase our dreams, I pray that you fill our minds with your ultimate vision, and may each of us have the will to follow the unique path that you have paved for each of us. Thank you for giving me the gift of friendship and love. I will forever cherish the memories that I have made and the amazing people that I have met at Rusk High School. I pray that you keep each 2020 graduate close and guide our footsteps to the new opportunities that lie ahead. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
At this time, the graduates and everyone would be seated. At this time, we will hear from our school board president, Mr. Britt Patterson.
Family and friends, on behalf of the Rusk Independent School District's Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome you to the 2020 graduating class commencement ceremony. It is an honor to have you here in this very unprecedented time that we are in to share in the celebration of these graduates' great accomplishments. Graduates, it has been a privilege to watch you over the last 12 years to see you become the great young men and women you are today. May God bless you in all of your future endeavors.
All right. At this time, I will take a minute to say a few words about the class of 2020. This was my first year here at Rusk, and when I met with these young people the first day of school, I told them my goal as the high school principal that they have a memorable senior year. This was not what any of us wanted for them to be on the memory side. We wanted a fun year filled with all the things that seniors should get to do. We've done everything we can to make it as memorable as we can, from their pictures on the courthouse square, signs in their yards, but we know that that still does not make up for so much that was lost. At this time, I want to pay a special thank you to our Rusk High School counselors, Miss Gates, Miss Bixler, and Mr. Reyes. They have done a fantastic job for these seniors, and their work, their dedication is something to behold every day. Graduates, I know you know how much they've done for you, and we honor them and thank them for everything that they have done in making tonight as special as it could be. Family, friends, I know you wish others were here and that the times have brought us to a graduation that none of us could ever imagine. But we will remember this class. They were born around 9/11, and then they go out during a time that we've never seen before in our country's history. And I know that this class is going to do amazing things that we will never forget the class of 2020 for all of their things they're going to accomplish in life. They stayed the course. They finished the race. They did what they had to do in these troubling times to do this. And you made my first year here very memorable, and I will never forget many of you who have brought me a lot of joy to be involved with you, and I thank you. Parents, thank you for sharing them with us. You've done an amazing job raising an amazing group of young people. At this time, I will turn it over to our video board. Everything, as you can tell, is video tonight. I will be the only one you're hearing from, unfortunately. And I will direct your attention to the scoreboard where our salutatorian for the class of 2020, Sarah Wofford, will now deliver our salutatorian address.
Before I begin, I would like to thank all of the people who have made it possible for me to be here today and have shaped me into the person that I am. First and foremost, I have to thank God. Without Him in my life, I don't know where I'd be. Next, my family. Mom, Dad, thank you both for your unwavering love and support. Thank you for shaping me into someone I can be proud of. John and Kara, I know we tend to annoy one another, but I wouldn't trade you as my siblings for anything in the world. I love both of you very much, and you constantly inspire me to improve. Next, I have to thank all of the staff and teachers I've interacted with during my time at Rusk. Mrs. Massengill, Mrs. Bowling, thank you both for making my first experience at school amazing. Miss Frazier, thank you for helping me to push my limits and learn more than I thought possible. Miss Hardy, thank you for the most memorable class I ever took. Mrs. Schmidt, thank you for your endless kindness and patience. Mrs. Gartner, thank you for helping me find the confidence in myself that I lacked. Finally, I have to thank my peers. It is an honor to be with you, and I'm grateful that we're all together to receive the result of our hard work. Now's the point in time where I'm supposed to know what to say. There are so many different things I could say. I've made so many different memories here that I've lost count, and I'm sure the same could be said for each of us. I've also learned a lot about life that you can't find in a textbook. At the beginning of freshman year, I was told that high school would pass just like that, so I should make the most of my time. I didn't believe that. I mean, it was still 4 years. How is that supposed to go by quickly? Then I blinked, and now I'm here, fumbling my way through a speech. I spent a lot of my time in high school thinking, I just need to make it to the weekend, or I just need to make it to this holiday. When, in fact, I was just forgetting to enjoy the moments I was in as they came. It's funny, when we were younger, all we wanted to do was grow up and be big kids. But as I grew older, I often found myself nostalgic for the little girl I used to be. I spent so much time longing for what was or worrying about life after graduation. The point I'm trying to make is, longing for what used to be or worrying about what will be is useless. James chapter 4 verse 14 says, "Whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor, that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away." We don't know how long we have to live. We have heard it said, time and time again, that tomorrow isn't promised, and that's a fact. That is why it is so important that we live each day in a way we won't regret. Smile, be happy, be kind. Tell the people you care about that you love them. Walk with confidence, but not arrogance. Hard work and studying are necessary, but don't let them take over your life and distract you from what is really important. While living each day to the fullest is necessary, a little preparation for the future isn't unwarranted. After graduation, we are going to face even more pressure than we do now. Many of us will be living in college dorms, staying away from family for the first time. If we haven't learned how to handle problems ourselves, we're going to have to do so quickly. We'll have more freedom, but also more risk. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 states, "Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." It's important that we don't do things just because everyone else is doing them. It's easier to follow the trail already made, but if we want to do what we know is right, we're going to have to carve our own path. It's important that we strengthen our minds daily so that we can resist the temptations of this world. But I have faith in us. I know that each and every one of us has the potential to succeed in whatever goals we pursue. I know that we are strong enough to work hard and persevere through our darkest days. Have faith in yourself and have faith in God. With those two things, you can accomplish anything. We might go our separate ways, but we'll always be connected as the graduating class of 2020. God bless you.
It is now my honor to introduce the Valedictorian of the class of 2020, Alyssa Hardy, to share a few words with each of you.
What comes next? That's what everyone is asking right now. What do we do? Will things ever get back to normal? What about our future? These are the questions we have. We've already been asked where we're going to college and what career we're choosing, and a lot of us have answered these questions. And those questions were pretty hard, especially for those of us who just weren't sure what their passion was, and for those of us who still aren't sure what their passion is. But the questions are even harder now. What comes next? Only God has the answer. My father is a youth minister, so he's been teaching me in the youth group for a while now, and he's taught me some valuable things. For example, a while back we did a lesson on origin stories. He said that we have to know where we came from in order to know where we're going. Right now, we're trying to figure out where we're going, so let's look at where we came from in the first place. I'm not even going to go that far back, just to where we were born. We're the 9/11 babies. That's an important part of us. We were born through tragedy, and we end our senior year in tragedy. My aunt sent me a post she saw on Facebook that perfectly captured the spirit of our class. The post described how the class had gone through some tough times, from being born after 9/11 to losing the best part of our senior year to a pandemic. The post described the class of 2020 not as victims, but as survivors. I think that term aptly describes us. We've been through many trials and tribulations throughout our school careers, but we haven't been defeated. No, we're still alive and kicking, so we're survivors. The post also said that this set of events is going to make us stronger. I believe it will as well. It said that God has great plans for us, and He was going to use these events to mold us into something special. I believe He will. The class of 2020 will be remembered as one of the toughest classes in history. Why? Because we're survivors. We've made it through upheavals in administration and staff. We've made it through the toughest teachers, the most difficult classes, and now we've made it through a pandemic. Now we are becoming the strong men and women that God always knew we would be. Now we're ready to take on our future with the knowledge that we are much more than anyone thought we could be. What comes next? We're going to head towards our bright futures. We're not going to walk with our head turned backwards. No, we're going to run full speed ahead until we get to where we're meant to be. But just because we're not looking back and hanging on to past regrets doesn't mean we should forget where we came from. I can't forget where I come from and who helped me along the way. Those past events made me who I am. I wouldn't be standing here in front of you if not for the many, many people who helped shape my life. I want to recognize some of those people today. First and foremost, I want to thank God. Without God, I wouldn't even exist, much less be the strong, successful person that stands before you today. Secondly, I want to thank my family. They have been my biggest fans and my best encouragers. They push me to be the best that I can be. My mom wasn't just my mom, she was also my teacher. She also puts up with my craziness, and I thank her for that. My dad may be all tough and stoic, but I've always known that he loves me a lot, and he's a big softie at heart. Caitlin, my sister, I know I drive you crazy, but I thank you for putting up with me anyways, and making all kinds of great childhood memories. I also want to thank all my teachers, and especially my band directors. Y'all helped me cultivate a passion for music that's made me decide to become a band director myself. You never doubted me, and you always encouraged me to be a better musician. Miss G, I also want to thank you for being my director, my coach, and my fan. You always believed in me, and you gave me a chance to prove myself. Miss Garner, thank you for being a fabulous English teacher, and for proofreading several of my high school papers. That was a big help, believe me. I also want to thank my church family, because they've always been here for me, and they've always been supportive of my endeavors. They've also been my stand-in family when my blood family couldn't be there. I especially want to thank the Burkhalters, the Arntons, the Shuttlesworths, and the Thompsons. All of these families have let their home be my home away from home, and I consider them part of my family. They always take care of me, help me with anything I ask, and support and encourage me in anything I do. I owe you guys a lot. Last, but certainly not least, I want to thank some of my best friends. McKenna, Ashley, Sierra, Constance, Haley, Melanie, Zuri, Naomi, Jennifer, Sophie, and Sarah. Y'all have been there for me every step of the way, no matter where you came into my life. I have loved every minute of getting to be your friend, and I appreciate all of your support and the crazy memories we've made and will still make. You guys are my partners in crime and some of the best friends that anyone could ever ask for. I thank you for that. What comes next? I don't know the answer for everyone. That's between you and God. I do know this. We're all going to go different directions, and we're going to charge at life without looking back. But no matter what, we won't forget where we come from. We won't forget the trials and tribulations that have shaped us into who we are. God is using these things to make us fighters, so we can be the move makers, the earth shakers, the ground breakers, and the world changers that people need. And when trouble tries to get between us and our goals, I know that this class will be able to remember all we've been through, look trouble in the eye, smile, and say, "Bring it on, sister."
Our high honored graduate, Grace Young, will now share some thoughts and memories with you as she reflects back on her days as an Eagle.
Hi, class of 2020. I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone listening. If you're listening to this, chances are you've sparked a memory inside one of us seniors that we will cherish with us for the rest of our lives. To introduce myself, my name is Grace Young, and I hope most of you know me as a friend and not just that clumsy girl that's really soft-spoken. I've had the joy of growing up alongside the fabulous class of 2020, and together we've grown to be the individuals we are right now, wearing our silly gowns and our oddly shaped hats. We have shared countless laughs during this growing up process and probably a few tears, and if you're like me, more than a few. Needless to say, we have experienced several memories. Goofy memories, sappy memories, memories we wish we could forget, and memories we wish we could relive. Right now, I want y'all to picture one of those memories. Whether it was a dance party on the bus after a big win, or choking on a chicken nugget in the cafeteria. The dance party, definitely personal, and softball girls, you know what I'm talking about. Chicken nugget, not personal, but I know a lot of y'all are clumsy. Or even if it's a memory like getting licks because of a great idea your friend had. Not personal again, but I know some of y'all. My most fond memory in high school is probably the scariest thing I've ever done in high school. I asked the teacher if I could leave class and buy the class donuts. She looks at me. She says, "You can go to the bathroom and I won't ask where you got the donuts from." I was like, "Okay." I'm bringing Micah. Micah's going to the bathroom with me. And I'm shaking, nervous, like freaking out. I have to leave the school. I'm getting donuts. Like, I have permission, but I really don't have permission. And I was scared to death the whole time. It's the riskiest thing I've ever done in high school and something I will remember for the rest of my life. No, I didn't get caught, but here I am ratting myself out. Anyways, I want you to take note of the people who were in that memory with you. Hopefully, they were a great friend of yours and they still are. I was scrolling through Pinterest one day, which is pretty typical of me, and I came across this cheesy quote that I found only fitting for this tassel flipping party. A strong friendship doesn't need daily conversation, and it doesn't always need togetherness. As long as the relationship lives in the heart, true friends will never part. I didn't see an author for this, but I felt like it was a really wonderful idea to put out there. We have all these memories together, memories that we are going to have in our hearts for forever. Like I said, these memories could be embarrassing or sentimental. Like, they could be memories you really want to forget, but never will. Regardless, we had our classmates by our side during them, and as long as these memories live within us, these friendships will stand. And if that makes you a wee bit emotional like it does for me, I just want to tell you to give it to God and let's celebrate these memories and friendships while we're here together right now. Let's celebrate our accomplishments beside each other with lots of joy and excitement in our hearts. No sadness. Let's be eager to create more memories and friendships as we leap out into what is to come for each of us. And this evening, together, let's create another memory by each other's side. Thank you. Hi, class of 20.
See me afterwards, Miss Young. At this time, I want to introduce the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Gray Burton.
At this time, we would like to recognize our students who have enlisted into the armed forces to serve our country. They are wearing red, white, and blue honor cords. I believe most of you would agree that this pandemic has given us a new appreciation of our freedom. These young men and women have committed their lives to preserve those freedoms as well as our lives. As the Bible states, greater love has no one than they lay down their life for their friend. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing. I would ask that the audience hold your applause until the end. Zuri Flores, Army National Guard. Travis Johnson, Marines. Caleb Nichols, Army. Melanie Santos Rangel, Navy. Jonathan Torres, Army National Guard. Everyone, please join me in showing our appreciation to these young men and women in their service.
I also want to point out someone, after the video was made, he decided to enlist. Noe Garcia, if you would stand up, he's going to be in the Army National Guard. Garcia. All right, at this time, Mr. Burton, Board of Trustees, I hereby certify that the members of the Rusk High School class of 2020 have successfully completed all graduation requirements set forth by the state of Texas and Rusk Independent School District, and they are eligible for graduation. By the power vested in me by the Rusk ISD Board of Trustees and the state of Texas, I now pronounce you graduates of Rusk High School. Graduates, please prepare to take your places to receive your diplomas. Alyssa Leanne Hardy. Sarah Jane Wofford. Savannah Grace Young. Micah Page Wallace. Haley Marie Hancock. Sophie Grace Filbert. Jaylee Elizabeth Wick. Constance Mariah Mackenzie Ford. Drew Gerald Morton. Chloe Michelle Cleaver. Lainey Darlene Ford. Crystal Isabel Martinez. Lance Allen Knott. Lauren Elizabeth Boudreau. Nicholas Cade Acker. Annie Lynn Adams. Jemiah Tajay Shiet Anderson. Keaton Allen Banks. Joseph Antonio Barr. Bailey Lee Beard. Olivia Dawn Bell. Jamie Leanne Bing. Raven Simone Bennett. Riley Antonio Bergman. Garrett Edward Blaylock. Jordan Booth. Ezekiel Briceño Ortiz. Keller Brooks. Callie Alexis Burst. Jonathan Leon Camacho. Diamante Anise Castillo. Brooke Chain. Tyler Austin Circle. Cameron Kyle Coates. Karen Elizabeth Colby. Mariela Alcantara Cruz. Jordan Marie Crisop. Jared Eli Cummins. Arian Jamel Cunningham. Samantha Wayne Cunningham. Victoria Marie Davis. Seth Wendell Day. Israel Antonio Enriquez. Joe Andrew Enriquez. Haley Inez Finlaw. Sarah Ann Field. Madeline Elizabeth Fisher. Zuri Say de Flores. I tried. Emily Ann Foreman. Jacob Tanner Foreman. Kiana Chantrell Phasia Foreman. Mackenzie Ann Garcia. Melanie Garcia. Noe Estrada Garcia. Camden Matthew Geisler. Alexa Jane Brooke Glaze. Joshua Jarrell Glenn. Alana Grace Goldsberry. Dylan Goodman. Joshua Allen Goodwin. Haley Elizabeth Gray. Hunter Ryan Green. Jalen Deshaun Hall. Madeline Danielle Hamilton. Victoria Renee Harper. Trey Harris. Kiva Shadez Hart. Kyle Damian Henry. Laura Nicole Hensley. Anna Hernandez. Juan Manuel Hernandez. JC Cheyenne Hood. Valeria Oakwind. Kelly Lee Jamil. Anijah Janae Jefferson. Aaliyah Johnson. Travis Johnson. Haley Claire Kellis. Derek Lamont Kennedy. Renaya Sherelle Kennedy. Avery J. Kinney. Clinton Riley Kinney. Termaine Earl Lewis. Gabriel Lopez. Michael Brett Lowry. Kyle Lucenia. Brennan Cole Lucian. Michaelshia Elijah Mallard. Daniel Mondahano. Cassidy Leva Jean Martin. Molly Brianne McAllister. Ariel Jade McClure. Caleb McGarity. David Seth Merchant. Courtney Renee Metcalf. Kaylee Elizabeth Millsap. Esther Garcia Mora. Colton Lee Morris. Caleb Dane Nichols. James Keaton Oliver. Logan Ray Orsack. Avery Anna Perez. Mason Dean Perkins. Evelyn Nicole Peters. Emily Grace Pierce. Justin Mark Pittman. Lance Kent Work Powell. Raquel Rangel. Naomi Arabella Rifle. Ryland Tate Reynolds. Brianna Reinhardt. Sean Caleb Rogers. Jennifer Rosales Valdez. Maria Gulalapi Rubio Suarez. Jaden Mitchell Rushing. Adriana Page Sanchez. Brianna Renee Sanchez. Christina Sanchez. Melanie Santos Ringel. Cheyenne Seals. Liliana Treshelle Session. Ahmad Deshaun Sessions. Jaquan Deshaun Sims. Lindsay Nicole Smith. Lainey Danielle Sprayberry. Michaela Ann Spurglock. Taylor Lynn Stewart. Tarika Lynetta Thacker. Trey Allen Thompson. Riley Patrick Threadgill. Jonathan Tristan Torres. Haley Catherine Treywick. Lainey Renee Tugwell. Jaden Kimberly Tullis. Jaden Lamar Turner. Jaheim Upshaw. Veronica Villa. Braden Thomas Wally. Olivia Cherie Grace Wally. Joshua Daniel Willis. Kaylee Rayanne Woodard. Jacob Woodley. All right. If everyone would stand at this time for the playing of the Rusk High School song and remain standing for the benediction. And this is a reminder, audience, at the conclusion, you will not be allowed to enter the field. The graduates will be dismissed to their vehicles, and you can meet them off campus. At this time, our fourth ranking graduate, Michael Wallace, will deliver our benediction.
Dear Lord, we have gathered here today to celebrate our many achievements, thank our supporters, and cherish our memories made. As the class of 2020 prepares to go our separate ways and start the newest chapters in our lives, may God bless the roads we will travel, guide us to make good choices, and fill our lives with joy and prosperity. May His love and truth live in our hearts and light up all of our days. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Class of 2020, to signify your graduation and completion of all requirements, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Thank you for being here with us this evening. If the audience will stand by, we're going to get the graduates dismissed now, and then we will dismiss the crowd. Thank you.